Kenyan entertainment scene has suffered again following the death of a popular comedian, Fredi OMONDI, in a road accident.
Late in the night, Fred riding a motorbike. Fred, ushaona Fred na motorbike.
This is believed to be the last time or the last video of Fredi OMONDI alive. On that day, he wore a red shirt, black pants, and was rocking his signature hairstyle. The comedian was jovial, totally unaware that it will soon be his final day.
Na katika taarifa zingine za tanzia ni kuwa taifa limepoteza mchekeshaji maarufu Fredi OMONDI baada ya kuhusika katika ajali ya barabarani.
On June 15th, 2024, Kenyans were shocked by the sudden and tragic loss of comedian Fredi OMONDI. The comedian's life was abruptly ended by an accident that sent shockwaves through the comedy industry. The news about his passing left fans heartbroken. He was mourned by thousands of fans and also fellow comedians. Fredi OMONDI was known for his signature hairstyle, parodies, and also his creative and funny wordplay.
Madem wa Nairobi wako na fee na wanajiita sweet shoe, lakini wote ni magoldi.
He performed on multiple stages like Churchill Live, Churchill Show, and also on KTN's Crazy Comedy. He was a talented MC, and even before his untimely death, he was scheduled to host an event at BVB Lounge in Meru and also at the Meru 7 Twende Kabaite tournament at Kinoru Stadium. So what really happened? Today we are journeying through the life of Fredi OMONDI, from his humble beginnings to his last moments. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and also follow me on Instagram at ongori.reports. The best word to describe Fredi OMONDI is just one word: versatile. Fredi OMONDI was a comedian, a lyricist, singer, rap artist, poet, and MC. Before we talk about his achievements, let's talk about his early life. Fred Odhiambo OMONDI, known as Fredi OMONDI, was born and raised in Kisumu, Kenya. He was the youngest in a family led by his father, Chief Inspector OMONDI, who was also a comic and he loved to entertain. So the comedy and the knack for drama in the family was started by the father. Fredi OMONDI had 3 siblings, his older brothers, the late Joseph OMONDI and Eric OMONDI. Also had a sister called Irene, who is based in Germany. The family also included several other step-siblings. Unfortunately, his parents died while he was still young. They faced very tough times as his brother Eric OMONDI was forced to start working while he was in high school so as to take care of him. Fredi OMONDI and Eric OMONDI spent a lot of time together. They both attended the same primary and secondary schools in Kisumu and would later study mass communication at Daystar University. Fredi OMONDI's entry into the comedy world began after he completed his high school education. He moved to Nairobi with a determination to establish himself in the creative industry. Unlike his brother Eric OMONDI, who had already made a name in comedy, Fredi OMONDI was unknown, but was determined to create his own identity. At first, his mother had wanted him to be a research scientist or a pilot, but his heart was in comedy. And so Fredi OMONDI followed his heart. It was not something he believed in at first. He once admitted that he had no plans to pursue comedy professionally until he watched his elder brother Eric OMONDI performing on stages and getting paid a lot of money.
How are you, Ne? How are you, Ne?
Eric OMONDI later helped him navigate the entertainment landscape and acted as a father figure, offering guidance and mentorship. Fredi OMONDI's popularity grew in the first season of Churchill Live. He asked Churchill to allocate him just 2 minutes to do his thing, and Churchill believed in his craft and gave him the opportunity. Fred Omondi never disappointed. He excited the crowd with his prowess of clever and funny rhyming wordplay.
To the married couples, I wonder what is wrong. Do you remember those days when you are still there? Hizo feelings za kwanza before you started core? The way you used to sit under trees telling stories and debate? Especially majamas. Hizo vibes you are always create? Na madem venye mlikuwa mna blush, you are really exaggerate? Everything you did together, for example.
His life changed for the better since then, and with the positive feedback, he garnered a huge following that demanded more performances and more rhymes. At times, Fred Omondi and Eric Omondi performed on the show together, though each one had a distinct artistic style. Eric Omondi made jokes about peculiar everyday occurrences, and Fred Omondi entertained his fans with the wordplay. In the beginning, it was challenging. Stand-up comedy was the only thing that most Kenyans knew, so coming up with something new was not an easy task. But he never wanted to follow his brother's path, as Eric Omondi was so different. So Fred Omondi saw it wise to develop something different and very unique, and above all, create an identity separate from his brother.
What people don't know is that I had the hardest task. Because already my brother was famous, anything I do was going to be like, brother wannabe. We brother ako anafanya comedy, so nitakuja kuchekesha. Now I had to sit down and think of a way I can break myself like the rest of other comedians without going straight in a stand-up comedy. You know, Eriko alikuwa pale, how are you? Yeah, and so, na then came me those times, you know, I used to jam me with comedy. But now I asked myself, if I go to do exactly what my brother is doing, na pia natafuta siete aqua poa. So mine was hard because Obina, you have to create rhymes every week that makes sense. You put comedy in it, the flow, people, and it has to be one rhyme per week.
Some Kenyans were a bit judgmental, as they used to compare him to the brother, and some used to call him Eric's brother. And it really pissed him off, but as time went by, he created his own niche, and finally, they called him Fred Omondi. Fred Omondi's distinctive comedic style made him stand out, and he gained recognition in the industry. He got more money and more opportunities. He landed a comedy show on KTN called Crazy Comedy, in which he was the host. Besides the wordplay, he was equally good at stand-up comedy and even wrote some lines for his brother.
I need to talk to one group of people. Watu wa Manchester United. Stop making noise.
Hiyo tu ni kionjo. We are giving you the best of artists in 2012.
While at Crazy Comedy Show, the contract got terminated and he had to quit the show. But he was not done with comedy. He began working on other major projects and was also doing several part-time jobs, doing shows in Rwanda and Uganda. At one point, there were controversies in his personal life. Fred went off air, and many wondered what had happened to him. He came back strong and made regular appearances on Churchill Row and Churchill Show.
Anything black is bad, but watashangaa wataenda mbinguni wapate Yesu ni black. And not only black, akona accent kama ya Smart Joker, karibu kwa papa yao, karibu nyumbani.
From comedy, he moved to club mcing, and his skills and ability to keep an audience entertained got him a couple of mcing jobs in many club gigs and events across the country. He became one of the country's most sought-after club MCs. His Instagram posts frequently highlighted his gigs, and even before his unexpected demise, he had upcoming events scheduled in Meru from June 15th to 16th, 2024. He also founded a company called Big Baba Entertainment, which specialized in events. We cannot talk about his story without talking about his personal life, his wife and kids. Fred Omondi was known to be a private person. He never shared personal details about his family on the internet. But in an interview with the Saturday Standard, Fred Omondi shared that he was a focused single guy and a proud father. He loved his child Shanice to death, and that she was the best thing that ever happened to him. Fred Omondi lived a joyful and interesting life. This is believed to be one of his final moments at Captain's Lounge before his life was cut short a few hours later. His life came to an end on the 15th of June 2024 following a road accident along Kangundo Road in Nairobi. The incident occurred on Saturday morning when the motorcycle he was riding was struck by a bus, resulting in fatal injuries. According to a police report, the incident occurred on 15th June 2024 at around 6 a.m. near Caltex petrol station Kangundo Road, involving a motor vehicle operated by Ford Sacco from Kayole that was heading towards the CBD and a motorcycle from the opposite side which was on the wrong side, and they collided head-on. The rider of the motor vehicle suffered serious multiple injuries on both right legs and fractures on both hands and was rushed to Mama Lucy Kibaki Hospital for treatment. Fred Omondi's body was transferred to Mama Lucy Hospital morgue. His death sent shockwaves through the comedy community and also beyond, with fans and colleagues expressing their grief and sharing fond memories of the late comedian. His elder brother Eric Omondi shared on social media confirming about the passing of his brother, and he wrote, "Go well, brother." He posted a song that they had worked on together titled Kasuku, a track that speaks about bad leadership and challenges citizens to call out bad leaders. Terence Creative celebrated Fred Omondi, describing him as a brother with whom he shared the stage with numerous times and who was part of his career growth. He wrote, "Today at 6 a.m, I've received the saddest call ever. Inauma sana. Fred, I thank God for the time he gave us together, bro. You've been part of my career and growth in the industry. You've always treated me as a brother and hosted me when I had nowhere to go. Gave me a stage and paid me. Together, we started club comedy shows." Terence also revealed that he hosted his first television show with Fred Omondi after Churchill Show. I'll always treasure the moment we shared the stage together from Tribeca, Taj Mall, Hearts, iClub, till we got to Churchill Show, and then hosting our first TV show together, KTN Crazy Comedy. Together we suffered, together we learned, and together we inspired, made people laugh, and created great memories. Nameless too mourned him, and he wrote, "This is too much, life is fragile. Rest well, Fred, such sad news. Heartfelt condolences to the family." Mamito described the late Omondi as a kind man who did not hesitate to share opportunities with fellow comedians and also pushed her to be her best version. Former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko eulogized Fred Omondi, saying, "The late Fred Omondi was an MC and event organizer during my daughter's graduation party. He did a tremendous job by bringing on top artists, dancers and gospel singers to entertain our guests. On behalf of my family, I pray God comforts and gives the Omondi family enough strength to sail through this storm. Receive my sincere condolences." The passing of Fred Omondi is a big loss to the Kenyan comedy scene. His impact will be remembered through the lives he touched and the laughter he brought into the world. May Fred Omondi rest in eternal peace. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and let's meet on the next video.